Kuya, alam niyo po ba ang schizophrenia?
Yung words na hindi pamilyar. Pero para maganda yung malaman namin kung ano ibig sabihin nun.
Alam niyo po ba yung schizophrenia?
Schizophrenia?
Opo. Alam niyo po ba yung schizophrenia?
Alam niyo po yung schizophrenia?
Hindi ho.
Kuya, alam niyo po ba yung schizophrenia?
Hindi. Ano ba yun? Ano yun?
Ano ba yung schizophrenia?
Psychological.
Alam niyo po ba yung schizophrenia?
I think pinag-aralan namin yan dati. Schizophrenia is splitting of the mind, I think. And pagka kasi schizophrenia, usually merong hallucination, meron ding mga delusions. Usually persecutory yung mga delusions or yung mga beliefs nila na parang, halimbawa, may nag-iisip na papatayin sila or ganon. Hallucination, may mga naririnig or nakikita sila na hindi nakikita ng iba. I think, yun nga ba, yung
Schizophrenia is about the most complicated and fascinating disease that people have. In the early years of 20th century, schizophrenia has been defined as a splitting of psychic functions. Its symptoms are so complex and diverse that they overlap greatly with those of other psychiatric disorders. Schizophrenia is a biochemical brain disorder that affects 1% of the population. Individuals who have it see their world and surroundings differently. It affects a person's thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Schizophrenia is a disease most commonly associated with the concept of madness. It shows symptoms of delusions, hallucinations, inappropriate affect, and odd behavior.
Tourette syndrome po, alam niyo po.
Thoughts and...
Syndrome.
Ano niya? Yata yun ah.
Ano pong Tourette syndrome?
Yung Tourette syndrome,
Hindi rin.
Yung Tourette syndrome. Tourette syndrome. Tourette syndrome po, ano po idea niyo doon?
Siguro ang idea ko dun sa Tourette syndrome, yung parang may-ari ng bahay namin dati. Kasi lagi siyang nagaganyan kahit ano naman.
paano po?
Yung ganyan, involuntary movement. Basta yung nagaganyan siya. Kasi sinani nagaganyan siya lagi. Yun ang idea ko sa Tourette.
Tourette syndrome is a disorder of the tics or vocalization, or what we quote as involuntary movement. It usually begins in childhood, and there are also manifestation of the symptoms of ADHD or OCD. Thus, a patient suffering from this kind of disorder tends to have a smaller caudate nuclei.
Tourette syndrome are usually treated with neuroleptics. Although effectiveness is not well established, the effectiveness of D2 blockers suggests abnormality in basal ganglia thalamus cortex feedback circuit.
Affective disorders subsume main categories known as depression and pain, wherein depression is the normal reaction to loss, abnormal when persists or has no cause, while mania is the overconfidence, impulsivity, distractibility, and high energy.
Affective disorders are psychiatric disorders characterized by disturbances of mood or emotion, also known as mood disorders. This includes depression and mania, wherein the 5% from unipolar affective disorder and 1% from bipolar.
A mood stabilizer is a psychiatric pharmaceutical drug used to treat mood disorders characterized by intense and sustained mood shifts. This includes valproate, carbamazepine, gabapentin, and lithium. They are used to maintain a person's mood at a reasonable level and help prevent future episodes of low or high mood. Some are used to help control episodes of high mood or mania.
Anxiety is a chronic fear that persists in the absence of any direct threat, and when it becomes so severe that it disrupts normal functioning, it is then referred to as anxiety disorder.
I'm Chris Jankowski. I'm 22 years old, and I suffered from general anxiety disorder. Anxiety means to me terrible time in my life. Means that I'm probably going to get sick and feel like I'm going to throw up. And yeah, just the inability to do anything that I want to do. The anxiety I have is general anxiety. It's basically a number of things that can set off my anxiety. Social situations, like going out with people I don't know, being in public with people I don't know and having even a chance of having to talk to someone that I don't know. I used to think a lot about like college and how much everything was going to cost, and when I started having to take on all these responsibilities of being an adult, that's exactly when this started happening.
Over 40 million people suffer from anxiety disorder. Only 1 out of 4 people seek treatment for their pain.
Schizophrenia is actually a mental disorder, usually common during childhood years. Sometimes the patient presented with hallucinations is divided into auditory and visual hallucinations. So it depends on the patients who have that disease. Different medication actually prevent or actually treat the patients with schizophrenia. So the most common medication that is given is the quetiapine or the Seroquel, or there are other generic medicines. So it will alleviate the different hallucinations, it will prevent the different hallucinations, thereby improving their symptoms. So in being neurologist, so schizophrenia is a different disease entity, meaning it is not an effect of the different neurological diseases. It's actually a psychiatric disorder. Regarding Tourette syndrome presented with different movement disorders. Right? So it's also a hereditary disease, or sometimes it's a congenital disease, which presented with different movement. There could be a sudden blast or sudden outburst of emotion. It is treated actually with antipsychotic medications or other movement medications. Anxiety and depression are the usual cause, or the sometimes the effect of, from my point of view, being neurologist, most commonly stroke. So in patients with stroke, since they became very they feel that they are alone, meaning they have difficulty in moving from place to places. So and their self-trust or self-confidence is very low. So that's why the anxiety and the depression is evident in them. So actually, psychiatric consultation and psychodynamics are the mainstay of treatment in patients with anxiety and depression, because per se, if the anxiety or depression is a sole entity, or meaning it's just only the diseases, meaning it's not an effect of the previous medical condition like strokes or anything. Depression is actually a diagnosis of exclusion, meaning if patient is presented with normal neurological examinations, normal laboratory examinations, and then they are usually apprehensive, or they are usually irritative, they want to be alone. It could fit the criteria of the depression. Depression is usually started after 6 months of having the diseases. Anxiety, on the other hand, is likewise a very common or very usual outweigh of different patients, like meaning they don't want to, like if the patient is student and the student don't want to go to school, they can pretend as having different types of disease. So they are malingering, like that. So, and sometimes they cannot communicate with their parents, so the anxiety ensues. So different medications actually will improve their symptoms. There are different antipsychotics and antidepressant medications that are available on the market.
What about mania po?
Mania. Mania actually in my konti lang kasi ang mania na patients ko. Actually, siguro in 10 patients, minsan wala. So, I cannot give any information regarding
Hello.